Addiction is a problem that's been known to destroy families across the country. Something here in Arkansas a lot of folks concerned about. All funding for treatment programs recently taken away during the last legislative session. Lawmakers have their reasons, which you'll hear in a moment. But as Caring for Drew Petrimo reports, some say the move leaves struggling addicts and their families with nowhere to turn.
My mom passed when I was 9.
Mitchell Talbert grew up quick and through his father was drawn to fast, easy money.
I know if he ain't at home, he'll be somewhere gambling. I watched him love to love money so much, and that made me love to love money.
By his early 20s, trips from his home in Little Rock to casinos in Hot Springs, Oklahoma, and Mississippi became an everyday thing.
I even quit my job because I was winning so much money and felt like I don't need a job because I can go win.
Lisa K. Ray is the program director at the UCA School of Addiction Studies and is one of just a handful of certified gambling addiction counselors in the state.
Gambling, for the few people that have a problem, really kind of hits the same spots in the brain that a lot of drugs do.
For Talbert, the addiction took him down a dark road.
Twice a day or 3 times a day, going to different casinos and can't quit. 72 hours literally gambling. Non-stop. I didn't even have toilet paper, and that's bad. No soap.
When the state scholarship lottery was set up in 2009, legislators set aside $200,000 a year to help get treatment for people like Talbert. But during the last legislative session, lagging lottery sales led to the prospect of declining scholarship funds, and lawmakers stripped out the treatment money to help plug the hole.
I'm a pastor's kid from Hot Springs. Gambling addiction is a problem.
Republican State Senator Alan Clark filed the bill that cut the funding. Most of the money, $140,000 each year, went to 10 organizations providing gambling addiction treatment across the state. $42,000 went for twice-a-year training sessions for counselors. $17,000 paid for a 24/7 gambling addiction hotline.
Problem Gamblers Helpline, they help you.
We need to do something that actually does work, but that wasn't working.
I would love to see his data on that, because what I know is that treatment works.
Clark says when his bill was being considered, none of the organizations receiving money came forward to protest, but the organizations told us they didn't know money was being pulled until after the bill passed, and they contend their programs were helping gambling addicts.
I don't think that we're being responsible as a state.
What we're trying to achieve.
David Colbert is a lobbyist and advocate who's been fighting to fund problem gambling programs ever since the lottery was introduced.
I think we're just at a stage where they genuinely don't have a direction.
The Louisiana Association of Compulsive Gambling, which runs the addiction hotline Arkansas taps into, says nearly 30,000 calls from the state have come in during the last 3.5 years. But without the funding, officials say Arkansas is at risk of losing the service. With money for treatment programs also gone, Colbert says Arkansas does not stack up well compared to gambling prevention in other states.
Arkansas will be last in the nation.
Mitchell Talbert is now 35. He's a husband and father. He works hard running a lawn mowing business and producing music to make up for all the money lost gambling.
Over the years, well over $1 million. Literally. Make it, and they take it.
He says he beat addiction with a combination of prayer, willpower, and advice he received by calling the gambling addiction hotline.
I feel like I got it under control, but I still need help.
But for others like Talbert, treatment programs are no longer there. And some say that leaves them gambling with their futures. In Little Rock, I'm Drew Petrimo.
There has been talk of pulling together private funds to replace the gambling addiction money taken away by the legislature, but so far that hasn't come to fruition. Something we'll keep an eye on.